Hello there, my name is Jeff Coleman. Welcome to Guitar Screams. In this segment, we're gonna work on a little bit of shred technique. It's a tricky word, shred. It's an ugly word. I love it. Volume here, tone. The thing I try to accomplish when I play fast passages and solos is hopefully it has some meaning with the power of the music, you know? Like the music's asking for it. Not just mindless. Sometimes it's cool just let go and shred it out, but sometimes it just seems like you're showing off and it doesn't serve the music. So that's, you know, it's always a balance with any artist to try to figure out what works and what doesn't. But all that aside, let's just talk about the technical aspect of it. Let's say we're in the key of A minor. It's not real simple. We're going to play C, B, A, G sharp. I'm playing C, B, A, G sharp. So that's really harmonic minor. You can play that over an A minor chord or an E major chord, or E7, or diminished. So I'm pulling off the C to the B, then I'll pick every other note. Now the thing that I try to accomplish when I'm playing slower, faster, whatever, is still have dynamics. Let me go to a little cleaner sound. I can do it with a completely clean sound. Ooh, a little loud there, sorry. So you can hear there's an accent. Okay? I don't know why guitar players, students kind of think you have to have a bunch of distortion. You know, they ask me, can you play legato on an acoustic guitar? Can you play those licks on an acoustic? It's all the same thing, really. Obviously, having a little more sustain helps. But if your technique's good, then you shouldn't have a problem with it. And to have the pull-off in there is really crucial because it allows me to get an accent where I pull off. So if I was a drummer, it feels like this. And where that accent is, that's from pulling off. It's a triplet lick. Okay? So. And then you can incorporate that with any fingering. I can move up to the next notes in that same scale. The next notes E, D, C, B. So let's go through those three again. I like that first one because I'm using all four fingers. We've heard Yngwie Malmsteen and those kind of guitar players play those licks all day long. Smooth and clean. I don't know if I'm getting old. I know I'm getting old. This whole step, I can feel the stretch. So I want to work on that a little bit. It's not quite as clean as I want it to be. Might want to bring my thumb back a little bit for that stretch. Okay. You know what? I'm going to change picks. This pick is getting old. I use Dunlop, actually Fender Tortex 1.0 heavy. And the other thing I do with my pick, here's a brand new pick. Let me give you an example of the sound difference. It's getting off topic a little bit, but what I do is I sand the pick down a little. Let me show you the sound of a new pick and the sound of an older pick. Here's a brand new pick. It's real smooth sounding. What I do is I'll take an emery board and I'll file the edges of the pick, and then it'll give me this kind of sound. You can hear I'm like slicing the string. Versus, I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but man, it sounds completely different to me right here. The note's way thicker and warmer sounding. So I'll incorporate that angle on the pick and pick outward from the pick guard to really get, when I get that accent, I want that note nice and fat. So I can't play with a brand new pick unless I sand it down. It drives me crazy because it's part of my sound. So anyway, that's a good lick for you to work on. And then you could work on muting the palm of your hand right there. It sounds a little more like those cats like Nuno Betancourt and Paul Gilbert, right? Paul Gilbert always said this really shredding, like tight kind of muted technique. I won't attempt to do all that right now. You know, I don't play with as much technical prowess as I used to. I work on more just, you know, trying to find the emotional notes and phrases. And I mean, I still like to burn here and there, but, you know, I think when I was 20, I wanted to be like Sean Lane. It was like, not that I could play like that, I couldn't, but, you know, you have those aspirations and you work on technique so much. But I think it's all about balance. That's what I'm really trying to say here. Okay, let's do another one. Let's just do an A minor arpeggio with a major 7. Okay, so I'm pulling off again, getting that accent in there. Reminds me of Gary Moore, Corridors of Power. He used to do this. Same lick, just in E. B, G sharp, E, D sharp. Then come back up. Okay. Let me give you another lick to work on. We're going to play A harmonic minor. See, you have a little more confidence when you have a little more gain in there. So, I have B to G sharp, pull off. And then C to A, pull off. D to B, pull off. E to C, pull off. You can just do that particular one. Just to get comfortable with having one pull off amongst picking all those notes. The trick is when you're learning to do something new, you want to simplify the exercise. So you might just play this. You get it comfortable with the metronome. We won't worry about the metronome right now. Get that accent. Oops, hey now. I could turn that into something. Let's jam along some music. major section. I'm playing through the G Deck 3 amplifier, and what's cool about it, amongst the great tones, is that it's a great learning tool because you have all these artists that got together and jam these 8 or 16 bar grooves from their songs, and then you can literally press play and jam along to it. Right now it says the Alkaline Trio, obviously E minor. Fender's genius in that way. Always thinking of incorporating technology with great tone, and yeah, it's just a fabulous learning tool. I always plug into the G Deck whenever I'm practicing. Not to mention you could use it out live, but anyway. So there you go, there's a couple good licks for you. I'm going to show you one more before we go. I played a lick that went... Right? So that lick is D to B twice, and then so D B D B A D B A. Pull off. And you can change that top note. All right, cheers.